Our original live-action titles, like the Caught in Traffic series and Complete Exhaustion, are available exclusively through Fangage. But in order to have live-action title purchasing power, you gotta click that join button and grab your channel membership. When you click the join button, you're gonna see me in video form along with a list of all the other perks that will come with your membership, such as ad-free early access viewing to all of our core videos like this one. If you're not looking to spend quite that much money though, you can always click the Super Thanks button and send us a smaller donation along with getting your comment highlighted. And as always, don't forget to click that thumbs up button and follow all of the other necessary steps in order to enable all notifications by clicking that bell. Thanks again and enjoy the video.
Bon voyage, buddy.
So what do you think we got?
I think we found the Zephyr.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Wow.
So crazy.
Millions divided by 4. That's what we need.
Can't believe you forgot about me so easily. Huh? Sam? Yeah, but I guess I didn't leave my mark quite the same way Carl's little brother Bobby did.
Did it ever occur to you that there are other men out there that a woman can fall in love with?
There are?
Get out of the way.
Hey. Looks like that guy might need some help. Hey! Need a hand? And a beer and a good-looking woman. Whatever you can spare. Well, 1 out of 3 ain't bad. I'm Keith Ricks. This is Pam Blondell. You're,
Bobby Grimes.
Yeah, that's right, Keith.
Pam? I'm Carl's baby brother.
Let's go.
Hey, lady, don't you want to know how Carl's doing?
Look, your brother murdered a man and held my son hostage. I hope he's rotting in prison.
Well, he's rotting okay. Not in prison. Carl's dead. Sorry to hear about your loss. What are you doing here in Bell Harbor?
Came here to grieve, Ricks. Grieve. And catch a few fish.
Carl told me how friendly the people were. How they stick their nose in your life even if you don't want them to. So I buy myself an RV, park it behind Nate's, and call this place home. Hey, stop by sometime. I'll cook you one of those little deer you got running around here. Hey, I'll cook you a dolphin too. I hear they're delicious.
Hey, Flipper. How come you can always be on time without a watch, and Mike, who has 2 watches, a computer, a clock, and a mother, can't be on time to save his life? Stop it!
submission?
No, Mike, I'm fine.
What did he do to you?
Trying to help, I think.
Sweet thing's right. I just sucked that nasty poison out of her foot. Believe me, I don't go sucking feet for fun.
Thanks.
No problem. I'm just glad I was here to help. My name's Grimes. Bobby Grimes. I believe you know my brother. Let's go.
Okay.
Let's get that foot looked at before it swells up.
She knew the tape was there.
Yeah, like.
Maybe she looked. And we are back with the second part of the Jessica Alba Tribulation trilogy. Continuing the action here with, for me personally, without question, my favorite Jessica Alba scene. I don't think it's particularly close when it comes to DID scenes. When you're talking about the actual scene, I realize that you duct tape lovers obviously have a special place in your heart for Into the Blue, but the scene as a whole is just not as good as this one. This flipper past tense scene is one of the most iconic scenes of 90s TV for sure. It was that scene that really established Jessica Alba as a damsel, I would say. Yeah, it's really something. It's one of my all-time favorites for sure. So I'll stop talking about it and we'll continue with part 2 here. Enjoy. But before you watch it, consider checking out the join button up here. And obviously, get excited for Complete Exhaustion coming soon. And check us out over on Fangage. The links are all available in the description. So now let's dive in.
It's not too bad. You'll be running around on it by tomorrow.
The tetanus shot hurt worse than the urchin spine.
Well, have some more ice cream. You'll feel better.
I feel him.
Who?
Bobby Grimes. I feel his eyes like he's watching me.
Take a good look, Beathers. You're scared to death.
You gotta do something about this. He had no business being on that beach.
I can't find being a good Samaritan listed in the penal code, guys.
Such a beautiful, beautiful girl. Did you ever think about me again after we shared that sweet, sticky moment? Poor Sam. Well, maybe it's Jared that we really need to feel bad for.
Bottom line is, the Zephyr's down there. And if we found it, we have hit the mother lode of mother loads.
Would you give up treasure for love? You should ask yourself what's missing in your life that money will get you.
Guy had no idea who you are or the kind of trouble you bring.
We saw too much, didn't we?
My name's Grimes. Bobby Grimes. Hey! Don't you know this beach is my private property before 6 a.m.?
Sorry.
Well, guess I mistook you for someone who had a sense of humor.
Guess I'm not feeling very funny right now.
Not sleeping? Bad dreams? It was just a nightmare.
He grabbed me when I was alone on the beach. He could have done anything. And no one was there to stop him.
You're right. If he would have wanted to hurt you yesterday, he could have. But that was his only chance, and he will never, ever get another one. She's my girl.
Come quick, Flipper is hurt. How's his breathing?
What's wrong? Grimes.
It's superficial, but Keith, it's in the identical spot that his brother shot him. Why would he do this?
The guy's sick.
No! Hold him still.
All right.
Okay.
Got him?
Yeah? All right. Oh, okay. It's all right, it's just superficial.
He wants me to come after him.
Where are you going?
I'm not gonna keep him waiting.
Okay. Mike, talk to him. Yeah. We're gonna take it out now. All right. 1, 2, 3. Gonna be okay, buddy. Buddy, you'll be okay. You'll be okay, Flipper. Yeah.
Maybe I should stop mourning. Because I only want the worst for the people who hurt my brother.
All right, Grimes, you win. What do you want?
Well, I want an A in class. I want to swim with the dolphins. I need someone to co-sign a car loan for me. And I want you to suffer the same loss that I've suffered. An eye for an eye. So why don't you pick your favorite person and we'll get this over with. There you go again. And in front of witnesses, too. Hey, now you owe me a new shirt.
I'm sorry your brother's dead, but I didn't kill him.
No, but you sent him to prison.
I think he had more to do with it than I did.
Oh, I don't think so. I don't
You
think so
want to get
at
this
all.
over with?
More than you
okay,
know.
The person I pick is me. You and me at sea.
I like the way you think, Riggs. I'm leaving.
What?
You know, the opposite of staying, leaving.
You do that and he wins.
No, I do that and it ends. It's me he wants to hurt. So as long as I'm here, everybody I care about is in danger. Including you, buddy.
Keith, what is going on? What are you, luring him to you? You gonna go at it mano a mano? That's what you want, isn't it?
What I want is for my friends to be safe. Just going on a little trip, that's all.
Where will you go?
I figured Coral Key for starters. I've been meaning to go up and see the manatee population up there for months.
I wish you weren't going.
It'll be better if I do.
I don't think so.
you say goodbye to your mom, all right? Take care of her while I'm gone.
Just be careful, okay?
I will. Hey, Flipper, you stay here. Take care of the place while I'm gone, all right? I wish you guys wanted to untie me.
Yeah.
Bon voyage, buddy.
Stuffy in there. My legs almost fell asleep.
You're not supposed to be here. You're supposed to be at the house.
And leave you out here to duke it out with Grimes all by yourself? No way.
He's not going to come after me. He's supposed to come after you.
What are you talking about? I snuck on the boat. He doesn't even know I'm here.
Exactly. That's the problem.
Keith, what are you talking about?
He doesn't want to kill me yet. He wants me to lose everything first. Just like he did. Where's the kids?
At home with Alexis. You're saying that all the stuff about you leaving was just a ruse so he'd come after us?
Yeah.
You used us as bait?
Look, I thought we'd already established this.
You were gonna just leave those kids vulnerable and alone at the mercy of a sociopath? That was your plan?
Well, it was Beather's plan, too.
Oh, I feel so much better now.
Look, I was supposed to stay out here till dark and then double back in. You were supposed to stay at the house so Betters could come in and tell you what's going on.
And he was gonna tell me this midway through the plan. Why is that, Keith? So I wouldn't have a chance to say no?
We just said yes.
No.
See?
Wait a minute. What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna get Alexis and the kids out of there. She's a graduate student in marine biology. You need at least a PhD to fight bad guys. Look, there's nothing to worry about. Feathers outside the house. If Grimes tries anything, he'll never know what hit him.
Fine. It's pretty quiet around here. Kids are watching TV.
This is my favorite part.
He is too. Why? It's Grimes, isn't it? I can't believe I ever fell for that creep. Well, if Brothers is here, he's pretty well hidden. Haven't seen him. Yeah. I'll tell him. Yeah. Okay, bye.
What was that all about?
Okay, guys, there's been a change of plans. We're gonna go to the Institute.
But they don't have cable.
The Rocky Film Festival. We're gonna watch all 5 of them.
Keith and Pam think that we'll be a little safer there.
What? Mom's with Keith. I thought she was working late.
Let's go.
Alexis.
You want me to drive?
How the hell did you get in?
I turned into mist and slipped under the door.
Leave us alone. Please leave us alone.
Now, why would I want to do that, huh? I'd never forgive myself.
Let her go.
What are you doing this?
Oh, don't take it personally, baby. Okay, kids, let's go, huh? Hey, come on!
We saw too much, didn't we?
That was his only chance, and he will never, ever get another one. I used to watch Batman with my brother. Oh, not the movie. The old TV show. You know, the villains were always trying to off him in the most crazy ways, you know? Like putting him under a giant magnifying glass just before sunrise. You want me to drive? We used to have so much fun watching that show. We're gonna have even a lot more fun when I get out of prison. But now, thanks to Dr. Ricks, I'm gonna have to have all the fun by myself. So, guess I'll get an incomplete in class now. Oh well, it's always next semester.
to put out a gasoline fire with water.
I said, if he tries anything at all, he'll never know what hit him.
Oh, that's not funny. Cliff, how do you feel?
You guys were right. I feel much better. Knowing that Bobby Grimes is in jail, right back where he belongs.
No, you feel better because you are off your diet. You know, Cliff, you have picked every bit of the cookie dough out of this ice cream.
Yeah, Cliff, leave some cholesterol for us.
Hey, where are the kids?
They're at the video store renting some Batman episodes.
We saw too much, didn't we?
You want me to drive?
We're all in this together now, right?
Not me. Not anymore.
Sam. Hey, Sam.
Don't worry. I won't set my own boat on fire. Maya. Keep your hands where I see 'em. Special effect. Now, here we are. What a great, I'll set this down now. What an excellent scene. Fun edit here. A lot of customization, obviously, to really enhance this. It's a fire scene to boot. It's not just this awesome struggle scene, not just one of the, like I said, one of the best 90s DID scenes of all time. Obviously, one of the greatest all-time White Sox scenes of all time. But just one of the best overall, when you're talking about the drama and the suspense with the fire, it's really excellent. I mean, for a kid show from the 90s, and again, second time that Alba got the full treatment in the first season of Flipper. For a show like this, with kiddos getting taped and cleaved like this, and she's actually she actually got cleaved in another episode too, even though it's not really like a real scene. It's like a nightmare from the dad, the guy who was the kid in the original Flipper. You'll see a little joke about that not too long from now at the end of this video. But no, I mean, it's just an awesome scene. I worked that third thing in.
There's no time for compliments. I have them. Your children.
Help!
With the two of them cleave gagged. I worked that in. No, it's this is just an excellent scene. It's just top notch. Everything about it. It's really all I can say. It's like I said, it's my all-time favorite Alba scene by far. And again, both of the Grimes brothers the kidnapper from the second episode of the show. This is his little brother that kidnaps him here. So I guess it's a family thing. But no, they are connected, and I think telling the story mixed with Into the Blue, obviously, as you guys heard, what I've done here is I've made Sam Nichols here, I think that's her last name, even though it never really says. Sam from Into the Blue is actually Maya Graham from Flipper. We'll say, like, witness protection because of how many times she was kidnapped from the Grimes that she changed her name to Sam. And that's what we're doing here, is that this is actually the same character. Still swimming with sharks instead of dolphins in Into the Blue, but that's kind of where we're going with this. But I'll talk a little bit more about the scene over at the commentary. And here I am, in a setting I think Flipper would approve of. And the next episode will have an even more fitting setting. But no, this is a big edit. It was a fun edit to do. One of my favorite scenes, like I've already said. And, you know, I did some customization here and really beefed it up, so to speak, to really highlight the good parts and the suspense. And I made it appear even more violent and dramatic, especially with, like, pouring the gasoline around and whatnot. But honestly, this show, for being a 90s kids show, this is a pretty intense scene. You know, and honestly, it's some of the toughest bondage I've ever seen on kids. The cleave gags are really tight. You can see that probably even more with the boy Payton Haas than with Maya, with Alba, even though hers is plenty tight. You know, it's pretty intense, actually. You can't see a lot of the rope work. You can see it on the ankles, but that's about it. You can't really see how they're bound to the post, but it's pretty tough. I mean, I gotta say, for being what this show is, it could have looked really weak. You know, a lot of times these shows, but I mean, to go back to last recap, I mean, the tape gags are tight too. It's not, you know, the toughest type of tape, you know, at least stereotypically, but they're on there good. So, you know, this show, you got to give them props for that. Obviously, I already mentioned Payton Haas, who puts on a great performance, but you also got to give some credit to Lisa Lackey. Unfortunately, in this, you don't get to see her as much. I mean, she's kind of, you know, the kids are the main characters, and she's kind of off on the side. I think she's somewhat of a regular in season 1, but not that much. One thing, when I first found out this was Lisa Lackey, Elizabeth Lackey, her full name, I was shocked because I had a crush on her when I was in high school. She was in this show, this short-lived Canadian show called Just Cause, with the guy that does the voice for the Mercedes-Benz commercials, or did. It was on, like, PAX TV. Only ran one season. This was like 2002, 2003, so about 6 years or so, 6-7 years after this show, this first season of Flipper. And yeah, I always thought she was a little more mature then by that point, probably in her 30s, I would say, and about 20 years ago, early 30s. And she was just sexy. She was a beautiful woman, I thought, and Just Cause was kind of like a legal crime drama, and she never got the full treatment in it. It was too short-lived. Had the show continued, I'm sure she would have, and by that time, duct tape would have been probably used. So getting to see her in this Flipper scene was kind of satisfactory after not getting to see her in Just Cause. Yeah, and when you watch a scene like this, you know, that's this intense and there's this much there, and you think about filming, you gotta have to wonder as well, how much did they leave on the cutting room floor, so to say? You know, how many different camera angles of this did they take? Was this it? Were they rushed in filming, or was there a lot more? And I feel like there was probably a lot more. Probably a lot more different angles and whatnot, different shots of this struggling. And, you know, at one point they actually reused the same footage. So I guess it's possible they didn't, but a lot of times they take a lot more footage than you know of, specifically in movies, TV shows, like I said, if the filming was rushed. But it makes you wonder how much we didn't get to see that they filmed of this great stuff. And also, you know, I guess everyone consider, a lot of people, like I said, I think this is Alba's best scene, for sure. Some people think Into the Blue is because they're big duct tape fans. So you got to wonder, what would this scene have been like with duct tape gags for the three of them? I mean, these cleave gags are excellent, real nice and teethy. I mean, real good job on these, and they're great. But if these would have been duct tape gags, how much different would this have been? You know, or even if they'd have been set up like that and cleaved, and he went around and dropped the gas around, but then Grimes came back with a roll of duct tape and put little strips over top of their lips with the cleave still there, so the tape over cleave for the back half of it, that would have been awesome. But even if it was just straight duct tape gags in this, that would have been very interesting, because to another point, this is the only scene of Jessica Alba where she actually does any oomping. Her two tape gag scenes, Flipper and Into the Blue, she just sits there kind of. In Flipper you hear some noises, but I think it's Mike. They don't do much oomping at all. And Into the Blue, she never does, ever. She just kind of sits there. Maybe it's to say, that wraparound duct tape's so tight that she can't. That's one thought. But the cleave gags with the mouth open allows her to actually try and cry out, and it works out well. And there's some legitimate gag talk in that scene I showed. That like kind of fake scene a few episodes later with Rick having a fantasies like in a coma, and there's someone that's got the kids kidnapped and then they're on a TV screen. It's very brief, but even at that, there's a lot of gag talk. So with cleave gags and tape, it's quite a bit different in that regard. But it would have been interesting to see it done with duct tape. Duct tape on teenagers in the 90s, that would have been pretty innovative, I would say. But that's just something to think about. In addition to the actual dramatic scene of this, the countdown style scene with the fire and how excellent this is done, probably my two favorite parts of this scene in general are the stalking part with the binoculars, and then the home invasion. You actually get to see this stuff, which typically you don't. It really adds a build up to this, because you know what's coming. And the home invasion with the running around, with the one take, with the camera moving, it's actually pretty impressive stuff. And the acting from Alba is top notch in that home invasion. It's really good, impressive to say the least. And the stalking does add a little bit of touch there, where you see him just standing there out on the dock and him watching them. I really like the way they built this up. Maybe one of the best build-ups for a full treatment DID scene I've ever seen, especially leading into a scene that good. So this is just one of my all-time favorites. There's just a few more reasons why. Yeah, there's actually Alba is such a popular damsel that there's actually like news articles on websites about her being a damsel. Different times she's been a damsel. Here, I'll show you some of the photos here. Flipper makes her want to gag. Yeah, there's quite a bit of these. That's just one. There's quite a bit out there. If you Google Jessica Alba damsel in distress, a lot of these things come up. And maybe it's tied to that real life event where she was stuffed in the trunk on Flipper that we talked about in the prior episode. Who knows? A couple other fun facts. That some of the crying she does while she's cleave gagged, Alba, that is actually used in our KK intro. Probably like I said, the only time she's ever oofed is in this scene, and it's actually, if you watch the KK intro enough, you may have recognized it. Here, I'll run it real quick. Yeah, see? It's, I don't know. Let me know if you recognize that or not while you were watching. Another fun fact, like I mentioned, one of the best White Sox scenes ever. But if you look closely with this higher quality footage, you can see that she's actually wearing a white shoe on one side. I think because her foot was bandaged earlier, if you remember, because of that bite she got on the beach, that you don't go around sucking toes for fun, or feet. So she's actually wearing one shoe and not on the other, if you look closely enough. So I found that interesting, something I never noticed before until I got a little bit higher quality footage here. Obviously this ain't no full screen HD, but it's the best we'll ever get. So I also found this a little strange.
I need someone to co-sign a car loan for me.
He asked for a car loan. that was I guess he was just being funny there, but that one was a little different. Never heard a kidnapper from our episodes ever ask for a car loan before. And finally, thanks to J10 for these animated, these cartoon versions of Alba that you're going to start seeing here in these 2 episodes. Did a really nice job on those. And yeah, I mean, that's what we got here. Look forward to wrapping this up, this awesome trilogy here soon, and we'll pop back to the TV. And so that's it for part 2 here. Like I obviously said, my favorite, without question. Moving into part 3, you're going to see a lot more of Into the Blue, mixed with the flashbacks from these first 2 flipper scenes. But yeah, it's great. A lot of fun. Making this into like a little movie with the 3 episodes has definitely been fun. And, you know, if you love our original work, please consider checking out Complete Exhaustion when it is released. We're playing the first week of September. Also, you got to head over to Fangage to do that. Before you can do any of that, you got to get your channel membership. So click the join button. Pretty low cost. A lot of cool little perks that come with that. But that's really it. That's all I got for part 2 here. So we're getting excited for part 3 and for Complete Exhaustion, obviously. And a lot of exciting things to come. So we really need your support. And I'm going to see you guys soon. Thank you.
What was that all about?
Okay, guys, there's been a change of plans. We're gonna go to the Institute.
But they don't have cable.
The Rocky Film Festival. We're gonna watch all 5 of them.
Keith and Pam think that we'll be a little safer there.
What? Mom, I thought she was working late.
Let's go.
Alexis.
You want me to drive?
How the hell did you get in?
I turned into mist and slipped under the door.
Leave us alone. Please leave us alone.
Now, why would I want to do that, huh? I'd never forgive myself.
Let her go.
What are you doing, miss?
Oh, don't take it personally, baby. Okay, kids, let's go, huh? Hey, come on!
old 60 TV shows. They're great.
Yeah, Wild Wild West.
No, yeah. My favorite was that one with the ranger. He had two sons.
Oh. Oh no, that's no, that's easy, right? What's the name of that? No, you're too young.
Oh, I get it. They're talking about Flipper. They're talking about the original Flipper from the 60s because the guy that plays Keith Ricks, he was a little boy in the original Flipper, and they're trying to come up with the name of the show. I get it. That's funny. Yeah. They're very funny.
Relax. Yeah. I'm here to help you.
Help yourself, fucker!